Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock and I want to welcome you back to Utterly Awesome Stamping. Today I'm going to be showing you a card. I'm not even exactly sure what it's called. Flip flop, flip flap. It opens like this and then it's got the little flap that opens. Hope your day's a real treat. Isn't that cute? So I have some other styles of cards I'll show you. Other styles of the same card that I'll show you. And then I'll dive into showing you how to make it. So let me reposition the camera and we will get started. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let me show you a couple of other ones I've done. This is Back on Your Feet. This is the Regal's designer paper that comes, you get Regal's, Brights. You can get a package for each one of the color families. So this one just opens. Hope you're back on your feet. Isn't that cute? These are rhinestones that I colored with a black Stampin' blend. And then here's another one. Now this time I used the plaid tidings papers. I've been using them a lot. And I use the blue adhesive backed gems for this one. Oops, dropped it. Okay, so then you open this up. Hope you're back on your feet. Okay, super cute. Then I went daisy crazy and just used the daisy punch. I'm not putting a greeting on this one yet because I'm not really sure what I'm going to say, but believe it or not, this is the same designer paper. This is that plaid tidings, and I love black and white, so I was really happy. But I've used a lot of these prints already this fall. I've showed you this paper several times. It's very versatile, so nice, and loved the black and white. So that one. Okay, so now back to Pampered Pets. You're probably familiar with the set, and I'm just going to be using the dog in the bowl this time. Oh, and the greeting. But it's a very versatile set. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing you're going to do after you've chosen your color theme, so for me it was red and basic gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red piece. I'm using the stitched shapes because I want the cute stitching around the edge. So you're going to take it and then you're going to put your first little paw on and run it through the die cut machine. Then you'll just need to run it a second time. Put the little paws there. It comes in the bundle. Put the little paw and get that cut out. Okay, so then after that's cut out, then you're just going to put this onto your basic card. And you can put a tiny bit of adhesive at the top just to hold it in place. But don't adhere the whole thing because you're still going to run this through the embossing folder. So then once again, you're just going to put it right into place like this, open up your card, and run it through. By doing it this way, you're going to ensure yourself that you've got the circles lined up. It's a really easy fix for not getting into frustration with circles not aligning. Then, after all the cutting is done, what you can do then is go to your embossing folder and do your embossing. And for me, I was using the Old World embossing folder. What happens is if you emboss before you cut, as you run your papers through the die cut machine to cut, it's going to smash down your embossing folder and take out all of the pretty texture. So you want to cut first, emboss second. Okay, so now this is embossed. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to my main card. I'm just going to use this Stampin' seal. And as you're doing this, make sure that you're getting some adhesive right around the circle because you don't want it gaping open. Okay. Oh boy, that stuff is sticky. All right, so we're going to put this down. Get my circles all lined up like that. Okay, then we've got a white piece to go inside. I'm going to get my adhesive. Now I'm going to leave a little space, I'll show you why in a minute, on one side without any adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to put this in like this, but then we have this banner that's going to have to fit in there. So I don't want to put adhesive all the way down that side. So what I'm going to do is cut a little V in the banner. I like to go up the center, come at it from one side, and then cut in from the other side, and you get a really nice little V each time. Okay, so now we're going to put adhesive on each side of this, and then we're going to stick it under here, get it all the way in, and kind of figure out, it's a little tricky here because you've got adhesive on it already. Okay, that's good, because you have to kind of see where exactly you want it to. Okay, so do you see what we have now? So I just didn't put adhesive right in this section so I could easily stick whatever banner I want inside, and then it comes out and through. Isn't that so cute? Okay, now what we're going to do is take tear and tape. I'm going to add some tear and tape to the banner because we want the circle that we cut out. Initially we cut out a gray circle, and so we want to, okay, for the tear and tape. Seriously? Okay. All right, now let me turn this around. So I'm going to take the gray circle that was cut out of the main card. I'm going to put it right over the top so I know for sure it's in the right place, and then we'll do that. Okay, so then I also used a smaller circle from the stitched shapes, and I'm going to put that right in the center. Okay, so now we've got this. Super easy. Okay, now the dog is going to go on top of this, but instead of just having a plain white circle, what I'm going to do is take my aqua painter and I'm going to just lay it. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of ink off the top, and then I think that'll work. So we're just going to create a little bit of a wash. It's going to be really light. I'm even going to go back and add a little bit more to it. Just a little something to create some interest behind the dog. Okay, super good. Now, let's finish coloring in the dog. I've already used the light smoky slate on it. I'm going to color his collar red, real red. I'm going to take the basic black light, color in his nose, and then, oh, you know what? I think I just did that with, there we go. Now that was black. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to just take a little bit of the dark smoky slate and add this. Remember, these are called Stampin' blends, so they blend so beautifully. And you don't even have to be that great at watercolor, because trust me, I am not. And then you just take the light, and we'll go back and just kind of blend in. Just creates a little bit of depth, and it's so cute. Okay, so I can see I got a little bit of gray where I didn't want it. So I'm going to use the Stampin' blend. Oh boy, that is so amazing. This thing is a miracle. It's called a color lifter, and it just lifted the color right out of that little spot. So if you don't have a color lifter, make sure you get one. It's really, really handy. Okay, so then let's just put a few little dimensionals on our Poochie, and we'll add him to the center of our card. Oops. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Dimensionals always create a lot of interest when we add them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, really I ended up using the entire suite for Pampered Pets because one of the things in the suite is called trim, and part of it is just this red and white trim, and that's what I'm going to put through the trinket, the bone trinket. Now, I'll tell you a little trick here. If you'll take some sharp scissors and cut this ribbon at a pretty severe angle like that, then that's going to allow it to go easily right through the hole for the trinket. So that's what I did, tied it in a little knot, and now what I'm going to do is just put a glue dot or two on the back of the bone, and stick it right here. Super cute. Okay, now we're almost done, but I thought it would be really cute to add some hearts. So what I did is I took this piece from the Stitched Be Mine. Can you see it? Let me put it on the back of here. Okay, Stitch Me Mine. Look at all the different sizes of hearts that you get. And so now we're just going to add some hearts. I think I'll add maybe this size heart there. Then I'm going to open it up. Oh, I forgot to put the greeting inside. I'm going to get a red pad, and it says, "I hope your day is a real treat." And I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to watch where the banner lands, and I'm going to stamp it right where the banner lands so that when you open the card initially, you don't see it. It's a surprise. How fun. Okay, so now we'll just take a heart, put it right there, and then I want to take a little one and put it in the bowl. Okay, now let's take a look at this whole card. Okay, so when you first get it, here's what it is. It's got the cute little bone, the heart. You open it up, boom. Surprise, greeting, heart, and another heart in the dish. Isn't that so cute? All right, so create your own, whether it's that, remember the daisy, and then also back on your feet. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by pushing the subscribe button below. If you're watching this on my blog, you won't see a subscribe button. So just type in Sandy Hancock Flip Flap Card on YouTube, and this will pop up, and then you can push the subscribe button below. Also, be sure to follow my blog, sandystamper.com. All the details for this Pampered Pet card will be on my blog today. All right, I'll look forward to having you next time.